Last year we unveiled an unsettling trend in the lap of luxury, Dubai porta potties. But it turns out there's worse shit going down than what we thought. Social media platforms like Instagram can both be a wonderland and a complicated space. People strive daily to create an Instagrammable lifestyle and will often go to extraordinary lengths to capture the perfect image. But how far are people willing to go? Consider this. You find yourself on a lavish vacation in Dubai, living it up, and indulging in every luxury imaginable. However, as with everything in life, there is a price to pay. In this case, that price involves engaging in a disturbing practice known as the Dubai porta potty trend. A trending video of a young international escort eating someone's shit in Dubai went viral last year, soon after she committed suicide. Since then, everything's been getting exposed. It appears that wealthy individuals in the Emirates have both ample financial resources and an inclination toward unconventional fetishes. One such fetish involves inviting influencers from abroad to fly to their mansions, where they engage in degrading acts, including being defecated upon, or in some cases being subjected to other forms of degrading acts. In return for their participation, these influencers are compensated handsomely, earning anywhere from 25 grand to 200 grand. While it is disheartening to acknowledge the existence of such practices, shedding light on them is crucial in raising awareness. After Instagram influencers in Dubai started getting accused of being porta potties last year, the question arose on social media: how much would you settle for to eat someone's poop? So it turns out that since this trend got exposed, more gruesome shit is actually going down in Dubai. Worse than just paying people to get shat on. It turns out some women have even gone missing. However, due to laws and regulations, people that have a lot of money and power are able to cover things up as if nothing ever existed. Now, going back to international escorts, women who agree to fly to Dubai to get shat on for huge amounts of money, well, they're also getting paid to do other sadistic shit. Recently, TikToker Arthur Fleck had exposed some deep dark shit that was happening in Dubai with supermodels and Instagram models. He'd stated that some models get put in cages, get starved for days on end, then they get tortured and beaten, and some don't even make it out alive. And he'd said that it's not just the wealthy people of Dubai participating in these acts. Sadistic, rich, wealthy men fly over from all around the world to go to Dubai just to import escorts, as they call it, because they know they can get away with pretty much anything due to the laws over there. It's like a playground for the wealthy. So I think I did mention in my last video on this situation, there are agencies that help women fly to Dubai and link up these men with these women. They obviously take a percentage of this, and it's almost like online pimping, I guess you could say. And these agencies are not hard to find either. All you have to do is type it in on Google. Well, it turns out there's a particular agency that caters to famous actors only that want to get paid insane amounts of money for doing similar types of shit with these rich men. When I found that out, it low-key reminded me of that movie, The Dictator, where he flew Megan Fox over to his country and paid her to have sex. So TikToker Arthur Fleck had mentioned that he heard about a woman who went to a room and the whole room was covered with plastic, like a scene out of Dexter. So they had intended to do some disgusting stuff to this woman. So women do reportedly end up getting traumatized for life after participating in this type of stuff. One TikTok user had said, "I had a friend who thought she was God's gift being taken to Dubai. She was paid 100 grand but couldn't take the money out of the country. Lol. I worked with a girl who went on a sponsored trip to the UAE. She was an empty shell when she'd returned. Didn't talk about it." So there was also a woman who'd opened up and confessed about her experience being a Dubai porta potty and how she was lured over there by a friend, and now she's living with suicidal thoughts after she was gang raped. It's disgusting, and apparently they got a dog involved too. All of this in exchange for money. So she'd opened up and revealed this. "I thought within me, no one needs to know that I've traded my body for jewelry and clothes. We're far from home. What happens in Dubai dies in Dubai. Then I made the mistake of accepting that exchange." The appointment was then scheduled for the next day. On D-Day, a man came to pick me up at 10 o'clock, from my hotel in a Posa Lamborghini Diablo and took me to see Mr., who approached me. Then he asked me to sign a non-confidence agreement because in Dubai, due to their religion, all secrecy was little, and why one night I would be entitled to everything I wanted. So he quickly handed me a bag of bills to the guy who came to pick me up, who more looked like a bodyguard due to physical advantage, and ordered him to take me shopping. Then he handed me a big envelope. I had a dream day, and amongst Dubai's major stores, among restaurants, massage parlours, giant shoppings and malls, etc., for the first time I was able to buy an original Chanel bag and Hermes sandals. I bought perfumes, clothes from YSL, Prada snacks, Louis Vuitton wallets, Balenciaga, and many more brands of the elite. After my shopping, his bodyguard put me to my hotel and told me to prepare for 10 p.m. He will come back to pick me up to meet my boss's needs. I couldn't believe it seemed like a dream. I was so happy with my shopping. Around 10 o'clock on time, the bodyguard came to pick me up and took me to the house of the billionaire man. We were stationed in his mansion by the sea. We went to the pier. We entered a super sophisticated boat and we went to the sea. Oh my god, my ordeal was about to begin. He wasn't alone. There were 4 other men with him. I didn't have the right to talk. I just had to hold on until it was all over. I thought I would only have to deal with one man. Everything was changing already. No, I don't even have words. It was far more than I could handle that night. I was their sexual object. I was the object of their sadism. They penetrated me in all holes. They put me on a leash and I was forced to have sex with the dog. And big, I couldn't speak. They tied me up with a gag that had a pink ball. They shoved things into my ass and vagina. So suffocating, C held her up, while they scrubbed in my face and my own feet, choked me with their dick till I threw up multiple times, made me drink my vomit. One peed on my face and pooped in my mouth. I was forced to swallow all that fecal cake, and a bunch of other unexplainable ISIS. After doing all this, I was thrown in the water and the boss told his bodyguard to get me out of the water. He then gave me a big towel to cover myself. I was shaking, crying uncontrollably. I could feel my anus bleeding and my swollen vagina full of bruises and sore. I smelt filth and a mixture of feces, urine and acid sperm. Checked into my hotel around 4 a.m. in a state of shame. My friend came to see me around 9 o'clock, saw me in this condition and told me, "My dear, you'll get used to it. I remember seeing her on a boat last night like me. I asked her why she didn't tell me what was going to happen. She told me that not everyone has foreign practices. Sometimes it's just really, and that she didn't want to scare me by taking the risk of turning down the proposal." I was shocked at how she could put me through this. Today I feel dirty. I lost my humanity, my dignity. Everything I got, those expensive gifts and $1 million purchases in exchange tonight disgust me. Months go by and I still smell feces, urine and my mouth, as if they're just being deposited in me now. I need to talk about this because no one knows what she's been through until today, except my friend. She destroyed me. I know she will read it. I just want her to know that she ruined my life. I don't even know if I'll ever have kids one day. I'm so broken. I think about suicide all the time. I think I'm going crazy. I hear voices whispering where there's silence. I close my eyes and remember that moment, and they're just laughing and having fun. I feel of those feet everywhere. I sometimes catch myself screaming and crying with no apparent explanation. Thank you for not judging me. I made mistakes and trusted the wrong person. My greed and ambition today makes me pay dearly. Thanks for reading me, Anonymous. That is honestly the most disgusting thing I've ever read. Let me know your guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments, and let me know if you want to see a part 2.